What a crappy rainy day today is. It's a shame. All the sun was here yesterday and the day before, and now we're back to the regular Vancouver weather. Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of What's on My Mind show. And yes, the Olympics are almost over, but that's not what we're here for today for. Today I have three important stories to tell you about, and they all are becoming the story of the day. Now the first story I just could not believe, because all these three stories are like shocking news to me, and they make you think, because like some people are really screwed up, this world of ours. Now the first story goes, a man in New Jersey decides that he doesn't want to have his child anymore, and decides that he's going to take his 3-month-old infant, which is still a baby, and throw him off a bridge. Like, holy crap, if he hated his child so badly, he could have put up for adoption. And right now the man is charged for trying to kill his kid, and he's sent for jail for a very long time. Now the second story you know about is a man, 23 years old, in Germany, and he has killed his professor because of, get this, bad grades. Wow, I mean seriously, why would you kill your professor just because you have bad grades? If anybody's to blame, it's him. The murderer, the one who started the whole scenario since day one. When you started school, you knew that when you're going to school, you're going for school to get good grades. If you're going to be lazy, then you should try at least a little harder. So if anybody's to blame for this, it's the student who was the one who caused first the stabbing, and also who failed to get better grades. If you're lazy enough not to figure things out on your own, that with great grades I can move on ahead of life and make sure that I have a better education so that I can get a high-paying job later in life, then you should focus yourself to making sure you work hard, because people will reward you when you work hard. You get degrees, you get diplomas, you get scholarships, you get a whole bunch of good stuff. And just because you were failing doesn't mean you have to go on a killing rampage and kill every single teacher that they give you bad grades in life. Now guys, today was a terrible day, and it was raining a lot, but I did get a chance to see the torch. I don't know why I said a chance twice. Anyways, I got a chance to see the torch, which is not that far away from where I am. And it's funny, the opening ceremonies, when Ren Gretzky ignited the torch, one of the pillars was not working, and it's because of like talk about Vancouver, how it's a lot of problems, and it already has a lot of problems. It is like with the athletes dying at the beginning, and that's going to be talked about in a later episode, and also with a lack of snow. I mean, Vancouver is getting all this criticism that it's a bad city, but hey, problems happen everywhere. It just doesn't matter where you live, and with problems you can find solutions to change the things around. So the Olympics are almost over, and the Paralympics are going to be starting soon, and a lot of people are really for that, because they're not really fully interested in seeing disabled athletes, but I am. I mean, I've been enjoying watching all the athletes already, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Paralympics and seeing what Canada comes up with winning the gold next. Now the third story to tell you about was a man sitting on a public transportation bus, and he has legs crossed, just like a woman sometimes sits with her legs crossed. And for a guy, it's a little bit like unusual to see that kind of thing, where he crosses the legs and sitting down, so same as a woman does. But as he was crossing his legs and sitting on the bus, he wasn't just minding his business. He was not bothering anybody, nothing. These two guys approached him and started telling him, okay, listen, you shouldn't do that because it's not really right for a guy to cross his legs like that. And he got offended. He's like, what the heck, what's the matter? The way I said it's my body, I'll do whatever I want, it's like this. And they didn't agree with that, so they literally waited until he got off his stop, and they rushed after him and started beating the crap out of him. And nobody did a damn thing about it. I mean, maybe somebody later on called the ambulance and the cops, but those guys got off before the cops even arrived. And this is ridiculous. Like, in a society, you should be able to be allowed to do whatever you want. I mean, like, not whatever you want. You can't go on a rampage like that guy, the 23-year-old, and kill somebody. But like, you should be able to like sit no matter what. And I know, sitting in a chair for a very long time, even a seat, it's very uncomfortable. I know, like, I have to switch positions sometimes. Even I sit in a movie theater or like on a bus, or on an airplane, it's very uncomfortable. But having your legs crossed and having such a big issue about that, it doesn't really matter at all. Like, it's like saying that like you can't drink Starbucks coffee if it's not a sponsor of the Olympics. Doesn't matter. It's like, if you want to drink Starbucks coffee, go ahead. Just because it's not sponsored, it doesn't mean you cannot drink it. And I mean, it's just weird that the people are like overgeneralizing stuff that makes little sense of what the bigger issues are all about. So today's question for today is, what is the most outrageous or ridiculous story you have ever heard or read in the paper? Leave a grave comments, video responses in the section below. And that's all I have to say for this episode of What's on My Mind. Until next time, this is AirPal15, and I'm out of here. I'll see you guys next time.